Hello and welcome to Wednesday's Words of Worship. You know, we've talked in other editions of Wednesday's Words of Worship about how mixed up, crazy, evil, irrational, and nonsensical our world has become. As Christians, there are some things that we should not stand idly by and watch happen. And when I say that, I'm not condoning activists or actions that go against biblical principles or that attempt to justify sin, personal preferences, or confused decisions. But you know, if you're like me, sometimes I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to help, and I don't know how to make a difference. When we're up against formidable enemies, like the government policies that seem too big for change, we can always pray. You know, there's a story in Acts chapter 12 where King Herod arrested members of the church. He had James killed, and he had Peter imprisoned. Peter was chained and guarded. But verse 5 says that the church was earnestly praying unto God for him. Now, if you go read Acts chapter 12, you'll know what the outcome of the story is. Pastor Chip Ingram says that there are 4 things that as Christians we need to take away from that scripture. First, we must pray unto God. We have an assurance that we can come before God and we have access to God's presence 24 hours a day. Second, we must pray earnestly. We must be serious about our prayers and have intense convictions. And third, we must pray corporately. We should be a praying church, praying for God's will and His purposes. And fourth, we must pray specifically. The church prayed specifically for Peter. Let's make sure that we are on board that whatever is displeasing to God is displeasing to us as well. And when we take those things to Him in prayer, with great convictions, asking for His will to be done, let's also be a catalyst in our churches for personal and corporate prayer. Let's become a praying people in this tumultuous times and watch and wait and see how God will answer our prayers. Hey, this is Kevin. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you again next week.